In the vast and ancient land of China, where towering mountains touched the clouds, there once lived a poor family. They resided in a humble, traditional Chinese house, its walls made of simple mud brick, its courtyard quiet and empty, reflecting the family's deep poverty. In this home lived a father, a mother, and their 7 young daughters. One cold morning, the father, wearing his coarse linen xiaoshen, went high into the hills to gather much-needed firewood. He toiled for hours, and there, nestled amongst the dry brush, he stumbled upon a lucky find: 7 smooth, mottled wild duck eggs. He brought them home, his mind clouded by selfish hunger. He never considered his 7 little girls. His plan was to eat them himself with his wife to gain some small warmth against their meager lives. That evening, as the simple house grew dark, the eldest daughter woke, her stomach rumbling. She crept to the hearth where her mother, in a patched hanfu, was bent over the low clay stove. "Mother," she whispered, "what is that savory smell you are cooking?" The mother looked down, guilt in her eyes. "I am cooking wild duck eggs. I will give you 1 child, but you must keep this secret from your sisters." And she gave her 1. Soon after, the second daughter woke and asked the same question and received the same tempting offer. And so it went, sister by sister, until the 2 parents' greedy secret was shared among the 7 girls, who ate every last egg. When the father learned of this betrayal in the morning, his selfishness turned to a terrible rage. "Who among you wishes to visit your dear Popo today?" he bellowed. But his heart held a dark intent to lead the children into the desolate peaks and abandon them to the mountain wolves. The 5 elder girls were clever and sensed the danger. "No, father," they wisely said. But the 2 youngest, sweet and trusting in their simple cotton tunics, stepped forward. "We will go with you, father," they declared. And so the 3 set off, riding the slow donkey cart toward the unforgiving mountains. They traveled until the fields were long gone and the air was thin and cold. "Father," the little girls asked, their voices small, "are we close to Popo's village now?" The father, gripping the reins, said almost immediately. When they reached a steep, remote path, he stopped the cart. "Wait here, my children," he instructed them. "I must dismount the donkey and ride quickly ahead to the village to inform your Popo of your coming." He did not look back. He drove the empty donkey cart away, leaving his 2 small daughters all alone against a vast, lonely landscape. They waited and waited. The sun climbed, then began to dip. The little girls realized with heavy hearts that their father would not return. He had abandoned them. They huddled together and walked further into the lonely hills, searching desperately for any shelter to survive the coming night. They soon saw a massive stone boulder perfect for a pillow. They pushed it, struggling to roll it to a flat spot, and discovered that the stone was, in fact, the well-hidden door to a deep cave. A faint internal light spilled out from the opening, and they cautiously slipped inside. The light was not firelight, but the glorious glow of uncountable treasures. Inside the cave, every surface shimmered with precious jade stones, luminous pearls, and heavy gold artifacts. This was the lair of a powerful wolf and a cunning fox spirit who hoarded the mountain's riches. Jars of pearls and gems glittered like captured stars. "Look," cried the youngest girl, "what a heavenly place." Tired beyond measure, they saw two magnificent golden couches with heavy silk covers, embroidered with shining gold thread. They lay down upon this luxurious contrast to their own poverty, and instantly fell asleep. Deep in the night, the mountain spirits returned. The great wolf sniffed the air. "I smell the scent of humans," he growled. The fox spirit scoffed, "Nonsense. No human can find our sealed cave. We guard it too well." The wolf, satisfied, suggested, "Then let us retire to our couches." But the wily fox spirit, thinking of warmth, countered, "Let us curl up instead in the great bronze cauldrons over the hearth. They will still hold some comforting residual heat," and so, missing the two small forms in their beds, the wolf climbed into the gold cauldron. And the fox spirit curled up into the silver cauldron, believing them to be the warmer place to sleep. The two little girls woke at the first light of dawn and saw the massive forms of the wolf and the fox spirit curled inside the cauldrons. Though terrified, their little minds worked quickly. Moving quietly and in perfect coordination, one girl carefully placed the heavy lid upon the gold cauldron, and the other closed the lid of the silver one. Then, with great effort, they heaved heavy stones, much like the one that guarded the cave entrance, onto the covers. Thus, the wolf and the fox spirit were firmly trapped beneath the heavy stones. Then the true task began. They quickly gathered dry brush and kindling, and built fierce fires beneath both the gold and the silver cauldrons. The creatures inside, still drowsy, soon murmured happily, "Ah, how beautifully warm we are this morning. What magic is this?" But the heat quickly rose beyond comfort. They soon realized they were being boiled alive. They began to thrash and howl, "Let us out. We will give you all our luminous pearls and every piece of jade. We swear we will not harm you." But the two brave girls stood firm, their eyes set on the fires. They kept stoking the flames until the cries ceased and the greedy mountain spirits met their end. For several days, the two daughters lived happily amidst the unbelievable wealth of the cave. Meanwhile, the father, filled with growing remorse and a terrible ache for his daughters, returned to the desolate peaks to search for them. Exhausted, he sat down upon the very stone that blocked the cave entrance to rest. He reached for his long bamboo pipe and tapped it on the hard rock to empty out the ashes. Inside the cave, the girls instantly shouted, "Who is tapping at the door of our sanctuary?" The father froze, his heart pounding. "Aren't those the dear voices of my daughters?" he whispered. The girls, recognizing his voice, cried back, "Isn't that the voice of our father?" With shouts of joy, the girls pushed the heavy stone aside. The father saw them, alive and well, and wept with relief. He was astonished by the incredible sight of the jewels that filled the cave, and the girls, now safe, told him their entire story. The father then gathered the incredible wealth, the shining jade, the heavy gold, and the strings of pearls, and carried it all back to their traditional Chinese house with his two courageous daughters. When they arrived, the mother was astounded by the priceless treasures. The father and his daughters recounted everything, and the family was poor no longer. They lived out their days in prosperity, their home finally warm and full, forever happy, thanks to the courage and cleverness of the two youngest girls. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this folktale, please like this video and subscribe for more stories from around the world. See you next time.